As I'm sure you've seen by the title, today's video will be discussing 5 things that I would personally do different if I was to start YouTube over in 2025. First one on my list is to be consistent and to stop taking breaks. You may hear a lot of people say be consistent, be consistent, be consistent. But what does that really mean? To me, consistency means whatever works for you and your schedule. To be consistent, I definitely believe you have to have a schedule. Do not, and I repeat, do not just go off the dome. You have to have some type of schedule. So I would advise you make a calendar. Do it for the full month. This is where I feel like I mess up with consistency because I'll tell myself, okay, I want to post 2 times a week. I'm going to post this day and that day. And then what happens is I never stick to it. So I would advise, especially if you're starting fresh with YouTube, create a schedule and stick to it. Some creators may post every single day because their schedule permits. You may work a full-time job and go to school and can't post every single day. So maybe Tuesdays and Thursdays work better for you. That's totally fine. Your consistency does not have to match their consistency. Everybody's schedule is different, but I will say please create a 30-day plan. Do it every 30 days, however you want to do it, and just stick to it. That's being consistent. Going by your schedule, creating a schedule and sticking to it. That is what it means to be consistent. So the other part to that is kind of the same, be consistent, but also do not take breaks. But I feel like being consistent, sticking to your schedule is going to prevent you from taking those breaks. So I feel like that's all wrapped in one. So again, just to recap, number 1 that I would do differently in 2025 is to do not take any breaks. Create a schedule, stick to it, even if it's 1 time per week. That's being consistent. All right, so now we're gonna roll right along into number 2. Number 2 for me is something that I struggle with, and not just with YouTube, just with everything in life. I'm working on it, y'all. I promise I'm working on it. But it is a lack of self-discipline. Now, the reason why having discipline is important is because motivation does not last. If you are human, you may be motivated at 5 o'clock and by 5:05, you're not motivated anymore. So if we only do the things we want to do or need to do when we're motivated, we wouldn't get anything done. So we have to have discipline. That means we have to, do things even when we don't feel like doing it. We have to do things when we're tired. We have to do it regardless of how we feel, whether we're motivated or not. We have to have discipline. And so, like I said, I have a lack of self-discipline. I am working on it, not just with YouTube, but if you want this thing to work, this YouTube thing, if you want to be a full-time content creator or even anything else, whatever other goals you have to have discipline, because I can tell you by experience, please listen to me. Motivation does not last. You cannot rely on motivation alone or you will not get anywhere. The best advice I have for a lack of self-discipline, without sounding like a hypocrite, because like I said, I'm dealing with this right now, I would just say pray. I would definitely say pray and just do it. And what I mean by just do it, that means you have to have that in your head. Just do it if you're feeling tired. Just do it if you don't feel like it at all. Just do it if you're not encouraged. Just do it if you don't feel motivated. Just do it regardless. Like, it should be no excuse stopping you. That's really what discipline is. It's hard. It's easy to say, but it's really hard to do. So having discipline will get you a long way. Having motivation won't last. I promise you. Take it from me, from experience. Relying on motivation by itself will not get you far. All right, so moving right along. Number 3 on the list. I think I said this in one of my previous videos. It's pretty plain and simple. Do not get mad or feel some type of way if your family and close friends do not support what you're doing, whether it's YouTube or anything else. We cannot take it personal, especially the times that we're in now with this economy. I feel like everybody's going through something. Now, you can have boundaries, if you feel like you're supporting your loved ones, a lot all the time, regardless of what you're going through, and you just feel like you don't get that back in return, then do what you got to do. Cut them off. Tell them how you feel, whatever the case may be. But for the most part, y'all, don't take it personal. I just feel like everybody's going through something, and some people wish they could support more than they can. just don't take it personal. I don't know what it is, but 9 times out of 10, the people that's going to support you are not family, are not friends. They're complete strangers. It is what it is. I'm not going to get too wrapped up in this topic because it is what it is. It's just life. Don't take it personal. Stay laser focused, and I don't know what else to say with that one. I know it hurts when the people you love don't support you, but like I said, it is what it is. Don't take it personal. And remember, the less time you spend in focusing on that, the more time you have focusing on what you're trying to do and the goals you're trying to reach. So keep that in mind. Don't take it personal. Stay laser focused. All right, number 4. So this one we have to be really careful with, and it is basically over-consuming negative content. Now, everywhere we look nowadays, we're going to see content, you know, whether it's YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, we're going to see content. We have to set an intentional goal to not overconsume negative content. I would say try your best to stay away from negative content, period. But I mean, you know, sometimes it's just there. You may look at some content and not even feel like it's negative, but just be very intentional on the content that you're consuming. Sometimes we overconsume content, more content than we need, whether it's good or bad, because anything in excess is just not good. So I would say just make sure, like me, I started trying to follow more positive people, you know, who post more positive content, things to better finances, just basically things to help me better as a person. I do, you know, follow some pages that are like comedy, you know, make you laugh. But I started noticing like there's a lot of negative content out there. So I try to just be intentional and not over consuming it, or try not to consume it at all, so that, you know, my algorithm could be cleaned up a lot more. It's a lot of stuff out there, and you just never know how it can negatively impact you. Keep that in mind. Be very intentional about the content that you're consuming on a daily basis. So that's number 4. And also, before I jump to number 5, you're probably wondering what that has to do with starting a YouTube channel or having a YouTube channel. I feel like no matter how much of a leader someone thinks they are, if you are on social media all day just consuming content, you can be influenced. Like I said, whether you're a leader or not, there are ways that you can be influenced by certain things, and that's where you have creators creating content that just doesn't align with them, or just, you know, something that they wouldn't normally do, all because they consumed it elsewhere, or they kept consuming that same type of content and they thought they should do it on their channel, even though it doesn't align with, you know, what they're trying to do or with their lifestyle. So that's why I say stay away from the negative content. But that goes for other things too, like stay away from negative people, negative situations, because it can impact you or have an influence on your life. So that's the reason I said that. So I just wanted to clarify that. So moving along to number 5 on the list. It actually kind of correlates with what I just said about content that aligns with the brand that you're trying to create, or your YouTube channel, or your content that you're trying to put out. Number 5 for me is to, you know, a lot of people say pick one niche for your channel. Some people say you don't have to choose a niche. I personally say do what's best for you. Sometimes you just gotta learn by trial and error. You may do vlogs. Like me, my channel is all over the place. I enjoy vlogs because I like going out with my family, or just trying new things, vlogging it, then being able to go back and look on the memories later. I love that. But I'm random, so you know, I don't really want to pick a niche. So to each his own, that's on you. But I will say, going back to what my number 5 is on my list, is to make sure the things that you're putting out, because once you put it out, it's out. Make sure that it aligns with you, your character, and what you're trying to build. Like I said before, I know things on the internet can maybe influence you sometimes, but really just be authentic and stick to what you feel is right. Do things and content that makes you feel good and that aligns with your morals. You know, don't do anything out here crazy that you wouldn't normally do just because you think it's going to be a viral moment. Be authentic to you, because I swear, as a watcher of YouTube and as a YouTuber, we can easily recognize when someone is not being authentic. So stay true to you. Do only what you feel like aligns with you and the brand that you're trying to build. Okay, y'all. So I know I said I had 5 things, but I am going to give a bonus to this video. So I went over my 5 things. The first one was be consistent. Don't take any breaks. Number 2 was be disciplined. Create that schedule, y'all. Be disciplined. See it through, my boy. Number 3 was don't care about your family and close friends not supporting. It'll be greater later. Just stay focused. Number 4, don't overconsume negative content or just anything negative, really. Number 5 was follow the path that aligns with your vision and what you're trying to do. Just be authentic. And so the bonus that I have for y'all before I end this video, but before I do give this bonus, I do want to say thank you for watching this video in its entirety. Don't forget to like this video if you found it helpful in any way, and also subscribe to my channel. Thank y'all for watching. And again, let's get to this bonus. Okay, so the bonus tip that I have for you guys, you may think it's contradicting the one that I said, don't follow what everybody else is doing, but I meant don't follow the negative content or content that does not align. Every once in a while, if there is a video trending that you feel like aligns with you, even if it's something, let's say you have one niche, let's say you do vlogs on your channel, that's your niche, just like family vlogs or whatever, and there is something like a viral dance video and you like to dance and you enjoy the videos, every once in a while it won't hurt you to hop on that trend to do it, as long as it's aligning with your brand and what you're trying to do. It's nothing negative, you know, a little break from what you usually do. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, those viral moments can bring in more subscribers, which means more views. And then you never know, somebody that watches those type of videos, now they're introduced to you and they go on your channel, and then, you know, they end up liking the other stuff on your channel. You can grow in that way. So the bonus tip is you can hop on a trend every now and then, as long as it aligns with what you're trying to do and what you're trying to build. So that's pretty much it for this video. Again, thank you for watching, and I wish you all the best in your YouTube journey, your content creator journey, and whatever else you're trying to do in life. I wish you the best. Love y'all, be blessed, and I will see y'all on the next video.